Hello, investors. Welcome to the channel where I use technical analysis to find possible swing trades. Before I get started, I'd like to make it clear I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say here is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes. Technical indicators are not accurate 100% of the time. The fundamentals of a company and macroeconomic factors can drive share price changes differently than what we'd expect based on technical indicators. My goal is to bring these companies to your attention so you can decide for yourself whether or not they're good investments for you. So please, if you plan on investing, do your own due diligence before purchasing shares in any company or consult with a financial advisor. That said, today we're taking a look at Southwest Airlines, ticker symbol LUV. It's a mid-cap company with a market cap of $22 billion. It's a pretty well-known airline. It's actually one of the better airlines out there as far as investing goes. So here we are in the annual chart, and you can see Southwest is well above all the moving averages. I think this presents a possible shorting opportunity. And you can see that we have a series of lower highs here over the course of the last year, and we have a series of lower lows. A low here, a little lower low, a little lower low. So following this pattern, the Southwest should begin to pull back towards the moving averages and set another lower low. And you can see this blue line here, the 200-day moving average is still trending down. And if we take a look at the RSI, you'll see it is overbought and is starting to turn down again. Both stochastics are also overbought and have turned down. The volume is, well, it's not exactly increased volume. It's slightly above average buying volume, but there is a definite preponderance of green buying days over the last several weeks. And we're starting to get red candles here. And the MACD has reached a peak and is definitely dropping lower, although it's been flat for a couple of weeks now. It does look like the signal line and the MACD line are starting to converge, though. So if we switch over to the brief fundamental overview, you can see these are actually pretty good. As I said, Southwest is a decent company as far as airlines go. And if we take a look at the debt ratio, it has less debt than other airlines, less than 82% of its peers, which is great. The PE ratio is greater than 89% of other companies in the airlines industry. And this is, 37 PE is pretty high. So especially for a company that has such narrow margins, and we look over here at the profitability, you'll see the gross margin, while it's more than 89% of other airlines, this is a good gross margin, 67% certainly. The operating margin is above average, beats out 64% of other companies in the airline industry. However, the operating margin is only 3.08%. So, I mean, we all know airlines operate on very narrow margins. And here's an example of that. You have what is typically considered an above average company, and yet their operating margin is only 3%. And for that 3% margin, you're paying a PE of 37. So if there was any sort of disruption in their supply chain, if fuel prices increase, repair costs increase, that sort of thing, then this narrow margin could vanish quickly. And if we keep scrolling down, the return on equity is average, growth rate is average, and the dividend is actually above average at 1.94%. I think that says more about the airline industry than it does about Southwest. It does not. That's a fair dividend, but certainly nothing to write home about. And the payout ratio is 32%, which does make it a secure dividend. So, as I said, I think Southwest is good as far as airlines go, but I don't think that's saying much. So I think this presents a possible shorting opportunity. And I did look up some of the options here. And of course, I can't offer financial advice to tell you what to buy, but you can make profit off of the options above $40, which would put you above the previous high here. So if this is a lower high and we start trending down, as we see yesterday, we got a red candle, then you would be quite safe selling options, bear call spreads and such up above the $40 mark. So please, I'd love to know what you think of Southwest in the comments. And if you got something out of the video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe to help out the channel. If you enjoy these brief overviews of companies that might be good swing trades, please leave your comments below to help me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like me to take a look at a particular company using these indicators, then mention that in the comments and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and good luck with all your investments.